Alright, quick update on JASMY. So in my opinion, the price action that we're seeing today is a dead cat bounce. Now I know that's probably not what you want to hear if you are a JASMY fan, but my channel is all about, non-clickbait, non-bullshit. I just give you what I see in the market, and from what I can see, if I flatten this data, this is extremely bearish. I mean, we measured the drop the other day. We're basically down, 99.63%. We're now even lower than that. I won't nitpick and, find the exact percentage that we are down at the moment, but there's obviously no fib I can draw. If I draw it from here to here, we're nowhere near this. We're nowhere near the 200-day. So all we can really do is look at the short-term analysis, because this has really been a rug pull. This has absolutely fallen off the table. The money flow indicator is completely flat. There is no money flowing into this this token. The RSI is completely flat. It seems like it's basically been stuck under here for like a month now. Now, if I am wrong and this has a massive pump, I would at least need to see it break above this red trend line again. Once we do break back above 148, I'd be looking more of around the the 1.5 region. Then I would switch at least somewhat short-term bullish. But in my opinion, as I highlighted in my previous videos, this had the Coinbase effect. I mean, it was listed on Coinbase, it had a massive pump, and then, everyone forgot about it. Everyone moved on to the next shitcoins that Coinbase releases on Coinbase. Usually, or, back in the past when I first got into crypto, whenever Coinbase released a token or a coin on their website, it instantly pumped, and it, pumped and it pumped and it pumped, and it always stayed successful. That's not the case anymore. Most of the time, people, pick and choose the altcoins that come on to Coinbase. There's always a plethora of altcoins. They normally do have a big rally when they do get listed on Coinbase, and then as Coinbase lists shitcoins every week, people forget about them. It went up an insane amount. So if you were in for that pump, fair enough. You made your money. Hopefully you took profit near the top. And now we've even on Coinbase we're down 97%, and this only got listed on the 7th of October. So all in all, I think, if we just look at the volume to start with, we've got insane volume coming in. We have had one big spike in buying volume, and what I want to point out is what happens previously when we have these big spikes in volume. Right here, we had a big spike in volume, and it was followed by a dump the next day, which was almost a 50% dump. The second time we had a big spike in volume was right here at the all-time high, and within a couple of days, a week, we were down 62%. The third time, well, you could use this one as well. This is a little bit smaller. I'm not going to measure this one, but obviously we fell off the table. This one would have been even harsher, but I'll give it the benefit of the doubt and only talk about the volume spikes that came all the way up here. So if we find the next one right here, this was the previous top here, and we proceeded to go down 40% in a week. We obviously never gained that bullish structure back, and we've basically been falling off the table since. If we zoom in, you can see we've also got a massive green candle here, one that was much more bullish and much more engulfing than this one here, and even so, we only went up for a day. We printed a similar candle where we've got a candle body like this and a huge wick to the upside, meaning there's obviously a ton of sellers stepping in here, there's a ton of sellers stepping in here, and basically from there, after we had that big pump, we came down 50%. So most of the time we have these single day pumps in RSI or in volume, sorry, we do fall off the table basically the next day. So if I had to make a estimate on what's going to happen in the next week or so, I reckon we're going to do something like this and start falling off the table. Now, like I said, pay attention to this volume. This volume is steadily increasing. If we keep seeing red volumes like this increasing, then in my opinion this coin is going to get rugged to somewhere near zero. Bear in mind that's not an out-of-pocket thing to say, because the all-time high was all the way up here. I'm sure you heard how much I had to spam my mouse just to find the all-time high. That's not a good sign. We were all the way up there at $3, and we're now basically holding on for life support, about to break below 1 penny in my opinion. So on the the Bittrex chart, I actually have my fibs drawn so you can kind of see where I'm expecting it to go. And from the breakdown, we've been estimating as soon as we broke below this low, I said in my opinion we're coming down to the 1 cent level. we've come down, you know, about 28% so far out of a 32% prediction. So we pretty much filled the target. If I was, you know, I'd say best case scenario, we wouldn't break back above this level. But like I said, you know, I'm willing to admit I'm wrong. If we do pump above this red level and start going on a rally, then I will at least say you know, I was wrong about that short-term prediction, and I am bullish in the at least bullish in the very, very short term. I'm not bullish on this in the mid to long term at all. I do think we're going to come down here. You know, we did predict we would be coming down 32%. We've come down 30, you know, 37, 38% so far. So, you know, all in all, we have, you know, nailed this call so far. I think, you know, what gets really scary is if we do break below this 1.618, we have very, very few places where we could bounce. The lowest we would really want to go is, you know, 0.008. Once we do break below there, we have the only next level down here is the 2.618, which is a 73% drop. Would I be surprised if we had another 73% drop after dropping, you know, basically 99%? No, I would not be surprised at all. So that is pretty much all I see for JASMY. If you are holding this, best of luck. I'm personally not. If I was holding this, I would want to see a break above the 1.5 cent level. Until we do see that, you know, I'm not even a tiny bit micro bullish. I am very bearish on this in the short term, and like I said, if we don't hold this 1 cent level, the lowest we can go really and bounce is the 8 down here, 0.008. Once we lose that, we're pretty much going to get rugged to somewhere near zero, and you know, obviously that's not a good sign. So, you know, like I said, if you are a JASMY bull, which I'm not, I would be keeping an eye on this breakdown level. This is the #1 important level in my opinion. As also, if we come over to Coinbase, you can see, you know, a lot of people have lost money since buying this on Coinbase. Actually, pretty much everyone who it doesn't matter when you bought this, unless you bought it yesterday, everyone who's bought this who didn't sell at these highs, they've lost money. So I mean, unless you're talking about a very, very micro move like this and you sold, what I mean is you could have bought here or anywhere around here, you could have bought anywhere around here, and if you didn't sell, you're currently at a loss. So in my opinion, it is very bearish. Like I said, the volume is increasing, selling volume is increasing, and it seems like everyone seems to have forgotten about this coin apart from you know, a select bunch of people. Obviously my JASMY videos do quite well. I think they're either the second or the third most popular videos that I do make, so I will continue covering this for you. But you know, like I said, whenever we do have these spikes in volume, it is normally a micro pump before we do fall off the table, so I would be keeping an eye for that dump coming in the next few days. So that's pretty much all I see for JASMY. If you are holding this, best of luck. Like I say, I don't hold this token, so you know, I'm not trying to fudge you out your bags. Do bear in mind, if I just bullshitted you and said, oh, it's bullish, it's going to go back to $3, you know, if I just made some bullshit TA saying, oh, we've got an engulfing candle, blah, 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 we're going to go to $1, you know, there would be a lot of noobs and retail traders that would be like, oh, I love this guy, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, I'm sure a lot of people aren't going to appreciate my analysis. I am just being straight up with you. If you don't like that, there are tons of channels that push opiums down people's throats, so you know, I'm not one of those people. If you do appreciate, you know, non-biased analysis, because obviously I'm non-biased, I don't hold this token, I don't have anything to gain if you buy or sell it, if you're at a loss or at a profit. So yeah, that's basically all I see for JASMY. Once again, best of luck, and none of this is financial advice. This is just my opinion on the market, and you've always got to do what's best for you. Peace.